Hi, Bizzy here. Be love, be light, believe. Thank you for joining me here today on the Bizzy Show. I've come for a walk and found a friend on the way. This butterfly. Saw it on the side of the road in the grass. It's been hanging out with me for about 15 minutes-ish or so. I'm at this point where I believe that it's meant to be in this moment. My little friend. This speaks to me on so many levels because today I woke up in sort of a funk, and the purpose in me sharing a video with you today is to explain how I get out of my thoughts if they become worrisome, or if they sort of overwhelm. I often wake up in the morning in an anxious state, and one of the ways that I process information and get myself back grounded is to go outside and put my feet on the ground. And then also journaling. So a combination of that has brought us here today. And this butterfly is just so freaking beautiful. No words. I really don't have many words for this. Anyway, I don't usually do this. I usually just say whatever I feel inclined to say. After writing what I wrote this morning, though, I want to read what I wrote in hopes that any messages that were brought to me while I was writing, which now then I'm going to speak them, might be helpful to someone out there watching. Sometimes sitting still and taking it slow is the most productive thing you could do for yourself. Let me share my morning with you. I woke up today about an hour ago, made some coffee, brushed my teeth, and got my stuff ready to take a shower. I was all ready to tackle the day straight away. Then I had a thought and chose to follow that thought. The thought was that I needed to go sit outside. Not wanted to, but needed to. I chose to go in with my intuitiveness, and sitting outside I did. I am beyond grateful I chose to listen to my intuition. Putting my bare feet on the ground and allowing myself to fully wake up in a peaceful way as opposed to rushing around, I became more awake and lively. In addition, I was also able to process all those worrisome thoughts I had first woken up with in my head. So many ruminating thoughts bouncing around in my brain, clogging up my atmosphere in there. As I sat down in my seat, I felt quite anxious. My thoughts were racing, painting fearful future images of potential scenes based off of challenging past memories and experiences shaping how I view the future scenarios to come. When I experience these types of thoughts, I feel like I'm endlessly running in a hamster wheel. Round and round I go, tired and exhausted, yet never getting anywhere. When I first sat down in my chair, I was so unsettled that I didn't even put my feet on the ground yet. I was telling myself I needed to put my feet on the ground. I sat with my feet in the chair, holding my legs close to my body, feeling all sorts of uncomfortableness. I'd like to also add in that I put on music with my headphones and listened to music first thing. Before anything, before even going to the bathroom. I needed music to start my day, to get me out of the dream state and into my awakened state. I am beyond grateful for music and how it has helped me heal. So here I am, purposefully going outside to calm down my anxious thoughts, unable to simply put my feet on the ground because my nervousness has taken over and I'm doubting so much. I'm doubting how I came to be here in this moment. I'm doubting about whether I belong here or not, in this place I find myself to be. I'm doubting myself and my abilities. I'm doubting my feelings, and I'm doubting my thoughts. I'm doubting this whole entire thing. What is this? Why am I here? Am I a bad person? Do I deserve these blessings that have been brought into my reality? Or is this another test I must pass before ascending to another level of consciousness? Out of nowhere, a red cardinal appears and flies into my awareness and over into a tree within eyesight. Instantaneous is this experience that is incredibly difficult for me to put into words. I will pause there for a moment from my writing. This is the same thing. This is the same kind of... I'm holding a butterfly. They usually fly away. This is... Nowhere. I stumble on my words because it's fascinating to me. Completely fascinating. Anyway, okay. I got excited. Let's see, where was I? Okay. Instantaneous is the experience that is incredibly difficult for me to put into words. It's kind of difficult to put into words how it feels when confirmation comes. This is my attempt to explain how getting in touch with higher source energy and living life in a spiritual way has changed my life for the better. Cardinals are one of the signs for me that signal to me in my brain that everything is as it should be, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in this moment, in this time, in this place. I slowly relaxed my body and put my feet on the ground. Ah, relief. So much relief. Instant knowing that all is going to be okay. Instant feelings of serenity. Instant beingness. I am beyond grateful for that cardinal speaking to me to remind me how blessed I am. These moments when I receive messages from source energy are the moments I feel at home. I no longer feel out of place. I feel perfectly fine where I am, why I am, and who I am. So as I processed this cardinal, I chuckled out loud to myself because how silly of me to start doubting my reality after I've come so far to get there, to this place at this time. I am completely deserving of the blessings bestowed upon me. It's as if the scattered pieces of the puzzle, once randomly strewn about, somehow come together in an instant to form the portrait of my now moment, and everything is beautiful. I am beyond grateful that source energy comes to me exactly when and where I need it the most. The cardinal came back and bounced around on some ivy that had grown up on the side of the fence and chirped its song, syncopated in beats and tones. How glorious this sight, how most wonderfully wondrous. He eventually bounced away, then flew somewhere out of my sight. I sat there, mesmerized with this experience for many moments afterward. I focused on feeling my feet and the ground beneath them. I focused on watching and listening to the other birds as they flew in and out of the trees. My now moment of calm and peaceful beingness and an overwhelming feeling of gratitude. I am beyond grateful. So incredibly grateful to be alive and experiencing this miraculous existence where I am at this exact moment. After some moments pass by, I begin to drift back into the thoughts of my to-do list for the day. I happen to look up and see a big bird, some kind of hawk. It flew out from the trees, up and out into the open, wings spread wide and gliding across the sky. I stood up to watch it fly by. I don't see hawks nearly as often as I see cardinals, and my feelings of peace and calm upgrade into feelings of wholeness, feelings of beingness, feelings of freedom, free from the chains of once ruminating thoughts that had me caged and in silence. I am beyond grateful to see this hawk. I've heard at least 5 or 6 airplanes while typing this, and yet another form of confirmation that I'm shifting energies and transmuting what was once dark into light. doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing in this exact moment at this exact time. I am gifted with the light, and I intend to do whatever it takes to speak my truth and share my energy with everyone out there willing to receive the knowledge and wisdom that has been bestowed upon me. You can see, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful, this butterfly. I'm so grateful. Okay. It is my duty to share my experiences. It is my duty to be out in nature, to connect to my higher frequencies. It is my duty to write. It is my duty to speak. It is my duty to paint. It is my duty to sing. It is my duty to create whatever way I can raise my own frequency and rise up in elevation in regards to how I perceive human consciousness. Each one of us is capable of doing this, yet many will remain asleep and not realize their potential while incarnated here at this time on the earth. Accepting this reality and accepting that those souls or spirits or signature energetic frequencies chose their part to play. I must let go for trying to persuade anyone anymore. Those that need to hear my words or feel my energy will gravitate to me when they are ready to. And I've got to let go and solely focus on my mission here. I am now focused on my set of goals. No more people pleasing, no more staying silent, no more hiding in the shadows. I have broken free from the chains. And there's another airplane. Confirmation. Then, an instant later, there's a cardinal chirping loud. I look up and see a yellow butterfly. I am fine. I am alive. I am a living spirit, living a human experience, offloading all that no longer serves my highest good, or the highest good for this planet and all sentient beings who reside here. I am beyond grateful that I am blessed with my gifts as a light worker. And here I'm talking about airplanes. That was from before when I was writing this. There's one passing by again. Coincidence? No. More like synchronicity. If you're not familiar with that word, make sure you look it up. Synchronicity. When you start to feel things are aligned so perfectly, you will want more. You will do whatever it takes to seek that which is meant for you in your flow. Here, I got distracted. Back to what I wrote. For anyone out there struggling, in whatever way you may be struggling, there is a way out of the dark tunnel you find yourself in. The way out is to go within, to learn to self-love, to learn that self-love comes first, no matter what. It's never selfish to put on your own oxygen mask first, before you help the one next to you. This matrix of thinking that taught us to follow by serving others and to be altruistic to a fault isn't conducive to healing, and it isn't helping anyone. Whatever has been taught to you in regards of how you perceive and view and value yourself can be rewritten with gratitude, miracles, and epiphanies. I am beyond grateful for the insights I receive so that I may share them to help others. Start your day in a peaceful way. Whatever personally brings you peace, do that first. Get up early if you have to, so that you can ensure you take the time to nurture yourself first with what brings you joy, peace, and calm. For me, it is to go outside and put my bare feet on the ground and take in the sights moment by moment. There's that cardinal chirping again, and another airplane flying by. There's that song that's playing in my headphones. I'm gonna take her for a ride in my big jet plane. Wow. My experience this morning before and while I'm typing these words has been enlightening beyond enlightening, and I am beyond grateful. Part of me is in disbelief that my dreams are actually manifesting. Manifesting in the most surprising way. I had been focusing so hard on the feeling of what it would feel like to be able to write again. And here I am, writing again. How it manifested is what blows my mind. How I came to be here in this moment at this time. All the events leading up to this moment had to happen the way they happened. I'm finally in an environment conducive for my highest good, where I feel safe and I have sanctuary. Where I no longer need to worry about the future, because this, what I'm doing right now, is all I can do in the moment. Creating my reality with my own words will bring about the change that I seek and the future I dream about. All I need to do is self-love with self-care and be present in my moments as I go with the flow. Everything is as it should be. I am beyond grateful. BizzyBeccaBee. I signed it. So, the message here today, and I'm reading that over again. I wrote that earlier today, and it's afternoon now. I had to take care of, things you got to take care of, and had an opportunity to come for a walk, and here I am. And I feel even more empowered after reading my own words. Words are so incredibly powerful. And if you out there are in a place and you feel stuck and you want to help yourself, some of the best ways to do that are with journaling. One of the things I do like to do that I've been working on, writing in this sense is something different. I haven't been able to collaborate everything and put it into words in this way in a really long time. I've had a writer's block. I have been journaling though, and I do I am statements, affirmations, and those really help. Those are definitely the place to start. Say, I am alive. I am free. I am beautiful. I am grateful for this day. I am grateful that I have another day. I am grateful for food. I am grateful for clean water. I am grateful for shelter. I am grateful for the scenery around me. It can be anything. And it's up to you. It doesn't have to be what I say. I think that's my biggest point that I like to make when I'm making these videos, is I'm merely sharing my experience in an effort to show creativity, and that anyone can create whatever it is that they have in their dreams. You can do it. And when you focus on the feeling of what you want as if it's already occurred, and you consistently basically mind hack your own brain, you can manifest whatever it is you want. And the funny thing, the thing why I chuckle so much is because I used to get so stuck on a specific outcome, and I would get stuck on a specific, it was so specific, and it doesn't work that way. I've had to learn the hard way that it's the feeling of what you want that you want. It's that feeling. It's not necessarily any outward specific visual. And focusing on the visuals of what you want, say a car or a house or a new job or a relationship or a friendship or, I don't know, painting something new for yourself or drawing something or manifesting your dinner by cooking. It doesn't, whatever it is that your goal is, if you're stuck on a specific way that you want it to be, and it has to be that exact way, you're going to be let down by your own self because you have this expectation of whatever it is that you want. And when you set that expectation so high or so specifically, the likelihood of it manifesting into that is very low. So, the key is to focus on the feeling. Because when you focus on the feeling of what you want, and you meditate on it, and you think about it when you're walking, or you think about it when you're in the shower, or you think about it when you're driving your car, you know, any free moment that you get in your life to think and reflect, eventually the universe and everything in your reality is going to come together, like I said in there, like a puzzle, like all the puzzle pieces, and all of a sudden there's this masterpiece right in front of you. And the feeling of what you wanted is right in front of you. It's existing in your life. And you might have even been blind to even noticing what it was that you were asking for. And then there it is. It's so hard for me to describe how it feels. And I'm just hoping that this journal entry that I shared with you today will help bring light to you and help you along your journey wherever you are in your moment at this very time. Key being presence, beingness. I think what helps me the most when I go outside in the mornings and put my bare feet on the ground is I stop and I look around, I look up, I look over, I look around and see what's in my reality. Right now I can see a field of trees. I'm in a place where there's lots of trees and other greenery, and I see a blue sky with a few clouds. There's some clouds floating around in there, and I see these things in my present moment, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And this little butterfly guy, I honestly, this moment that I'm in right now is so freaking awesome. I hope that this light that I feel today in this video can somehow rub off on you and help you throughout your day. That is my intention, is to share my light with the world. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Bizzy Show. Be love, be light, believe.